Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This unit is Unit Rosie is Worried number 2. So, we all know what happened in the last episode of Kids. Obviously, we do know what happened in this one as well. But let's revise. Let's read and let's listen to the story and let's answer the questions that we have in task 1B.
Exercise 1B. 1. Lunchtime.
How do you feel, Rosie?
I'm really nervous. Oh, why does she want to see me?
Aren't you going to eat that sandwich?
No, I can't eat a thing. I feel sick.
Can I have it then? I'm starving.
Help yourself. What if Mr. Bent's told her?
I'm sure he hasn't.
I hope you're right. But look, my hands are shaking and my heart's pounding.
Yes, I've got butterflies in my stomach too, and I don't have to see the headmistress.
Don't worry, it'll be all right.
Yes, just stay cool.
Cool? That's easy for you to say. This is all your fault in the first place.
2.
Mrs. Bent wanted to see me.
Oh yes, Rosie. She won't be long. She's just on the phone at the moment.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, my legs feel like jelly.
Ah, Rosie, you're here. Come in.
Yes, miss.
Oh, Janet, my husband will probably phone. Tell him that I'm already dealing with it.
Okay. Oh no, he's told her. I'm in real trouble now. What shall I do?
3.
Well, Rosie, do you know why I want to see you?
Yes, miss, and I'm very sorry.
Sorry?
Yes, I knew it was a mistake. I wasn't really ill.
When was this, Rosie?
Last Wednesday, miss.
You were doing your work experience then, weren't you?
Yes, miss, but I've always wanted to go to Wimbledon, and then I had the chance. But then Mr. Bent saw me and...
I think you'd better start at the beginning and tell me all about it, Rosie.
Alright, so why is Rosie worried and why does she tell Mrs. Bent about Wimbledon? So we did that already. Let's just check the answers. So Rosie is worried because her head teacher wants to see her. And why does she tell Mrs. Bent about Wimbledon? She thinks Mr. Bent told his wife that Rosie and her friends went to Wimbledon instead of doing their work experience. Obviously, I would like to hear your thoughts on that, and I would have a discussion in classroom, but that will have to wait for the time when we see each other. Okay, so what happens in the end of the story? Let's check.
Page 63. Exercise 3B.
So, you told the restaurant manager that you were ill so that you could have the afternoon off.
Yes, miss.
And you went to Wimbledon to watch the tennis, but you were seen there by my husband.
Yes, that's right, miss.
Well, I must say that I'm very disappointed, Rosie. You're a good girl, and you've worked very hard this year.
Yes, miss. I know, and I'm very sorry.
But in fact, Mr. Bent hasn't said anything to me about this.
Oh? So you didn't know about Wimbledon and...
No, I didn't. I wanted to see you about something else.
Oh.
You see, you were chosen by all the teachers to receive the school prize for this year.
The school prize? Me? But
Yes, but we don't normally give the prize to people who do things like this, Rosie. I'll have to think about this again.
All right. So let's answer the questions in task 3C. So the first question is, how does Mrs. Bent feel and why? So she's disappointed because Rosie doesn't usually do this kind of things. Number 2, did she know about Wimbledon? No, she didn't. Her husband didn't tell her. Why did she want to see Rosie in the first place? So she was going to tell her that they chose her to win the school prize. And what's Mrs. Bent going to do now? She's going to think about giving the prize to Rosie. So that's it for task 3C. Your next task is task 4A. What you have to do, you have to complete the expressions from the story. You have to write them into your notebooks, and then you have to record the sentences. Questions are there, obviously, and you have to translate them. Make a recording of your voice and send it to me in a message. Okay, so task 5, expressing worries. We all feel worried. I think every day there is something to worry about, especially in these moments. So let's find expressions in the story to match these pictures. Okay, so I'm counting on you to do the task. So number 1, say the expression. Find it in the text here and say the expression. Number 2, find it in the text, say the expression. Number 3, find it in the text, say the expression. Number 4, find it in the text, say the expression. Number 5, find it in the text, say the expression. Number 6, find it in the text and say the expression. Have you got similar expressions in your language? Have we got similar expressions in our language? Let's write the expressions 1 to 6 and let's try to translate them how Croatians would say the same things. Okay. Let's go to the next task. We have to complete the sentences with the expressions from exercise 5. All right, so you do this task. It's a written task. You have to do it in your notebooks. Then we'll check it in the beginning of our of this lesson, actually, of our next lesson, online lesson. Okay. Task 7. Match the situations 1 to 6 to the possible problems A to F. You also have to do this as a written task. Okay, now we have heard the story twice. You can replay it as many times as you want. If there are some words that you don't understand, please be responsible. Write them, make notes in your notebooks, and of course translate them. Use transcription as well if you need it. Okay, so are these statements true or false, or it doesn't say? Let's check it. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so Greg isn't hungry. It doesn't say. Luke eats Rosie's sandwich. True. Anna isn't nervous. False. The head teacher wants to see Anna as well. False. Mrs. Bent is talking to her husband when Rosie arrives. It doesn't say. The secretary's name is Janet. True. Mr. Bent has told his wife that he saw Rosie. It doesn't say. And Rosie tells Mrs. Bent that she took the afternoon off. True. So, you did this task. You are doing a great job sending me your recordings, your voice recordings. So, please keep up the good work. Also, read the text. If you have someone to read it with, you can do that. If you don't have, then you just read the whole text on your own. Okay? You can role play. You can, I don't know, try to use manly voice or something like that. So, but if you have someone who can help you just for a minute, then you can use somebody to read the text with. Of course, you have to send all these tasks that I've told you in a private message in our virtual classroom on Microsoft Teams. So that's it for this online lesson. See you when we see you. Until next time, goodbye.